Go. Okay. So yeah, like always, just any questions during the loading screen or anything like that. Or actually, I can just skip forward a little bit if you don't have anything. If you do, then tell me.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Now, is this Elo Challenger? This game?
No, I think only myself and my duo partner, Array
Okay.
Zippo, are the only challengers. The rest are about Diamond 1 to Diamond 2, I think.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Nice ping. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, I got uni net, so it's pretty quick, but I do get some lag spikes at times, unfortunately, which sucks.
Okay. Let's go.
So yeah, runes and masteries. I think I was going 0921 for masteries and runes. I've been kind of struggling with what runes to really run. On my Morgana, I run I think I ran some magic resist and a lot of um, mana regen. I think actually, and then just standard armor
Okay.
and AP.
Okay. The runes and masteries we can go over on Skype afterwards. One thing that
Sweet.
I'm gonna be suggesting is that you should have a pool of 4 to 5 champions, and because you're challenger, it should be expected of you that you're taking everything serious in terms of like masteries and runes. So you should have 20 rune pages, and you should have 20 different mastery pages, and you should have
Yep.
4 to 5 rune pages devoted to every single individual champion per individual lane matchups.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. All right. So if you're just gonna go for a fan out because you guys don't really have any potency for invading, especially because Rengar already elected to go top, so this is completely fine. But yeah. So we'll just wait for anything to commence.
This is played on patch 4.8, I believe, as well.
Okay, good. That's actually important. Okay. So Kojic, well, he's not even in the game, but it's the Kojic's nerf patch, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, like, that's just. I mean, I'm sure you're already aware of that.
Yeah, miss.
Scary. But then on top of that, okay, so it's Jungle Yi, right?
Yep.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so here, just to guarantee, like, you can trade your flash for his, and then that hurts the jungler, right? In this instance, you could just technically actually flash forward and hit the snare, and then on top of that, you can exhaust him, and it's almost a guaranteed kill. He can't get away from all of that.
All right.
All right, and then if you just kill the jungler here, you gain superiority over. So let me just print screen. So. Okay, are you colorblind at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
But those colors are fine.
Blue and yellow are fine. Okay. All right. So if you just flash to the X and you hit the snare, or he flashes forward. Even if he flashes forward, it's into this vicinity, right? So then the radius on your hitbox for the snare, it can collide with either one of his flash ability.
Yep.
Term things, and then you hit the exhaust. They can easily follow up, and you get the kill onto him. And when you get the kill onto him, Lucian innately is zoned out, and then you gain control over this brush, and no one can come into this because of Oriana's ball, and then also because your snare would be back up eventually. And then Master Yi loses complete control over red side. I mean blue side. So then it's a forced red side start, and that gives a ton of control over to Rengar, because if Master Yi has to start red, then Rengar doesn't have to worry about anything at 3 minutes.
All right.
Okay, so this is why the kill onto Master Yi is completely fine. Even though you're trading both of your summoners and you're going to be at a slight disadvantage early in lane, Lucian and his support, they have to play more cautious because Lee Sin's coming from blue. So any sort of early shenanigan trades, they can't do it because the lane's going to be shoving. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
Does it all make sense? Okay.
Yep.
So this is just the thought processes. Then Lee Sin can simply just go over to his red. Okay, so we look over, so he can go down like the root. He can collide at red, and then he can go over to blue. And then if Rengar's playing correctly and the mid laner's playing correctly, mid laner gives a ward over here at around, I don't know, like 215-ish. And then if Master Yi tries to come into blue, Rengar and Lee Sin can collapse. And you should.
Yep.
This all has to be expected at this level. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Go. Especially because you're duo queue with the top laner now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, like, Master Yi would have just died. And that would have set up so many things for you. So don't hesitate on stuff like that.
Sure.
Now that ward, even though it will be beneficial as the game commences or whatever, it's considered inefficient. And what I'm going to call an inefficient ward is a ward that it has time on it that is simply unable to be used. It's like incapable of being used. Okay, so don't do inefficient wards.
Yep, sure, no problem. Do you think it would have been, because I wasn't sure if we were going to stay, so I probably could have warded the actual area outside.
Right,
as
you
well
could have warded the crossroad.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that's Sivir's fault for not autoing the what you call it. It's fine though. Okay. Yep, just snare ye. Nice. Oh wow, he's so crippled. So crippled. Okay. And you go down, and you know to shove the lane as fast as possible, correct?
Yeah, I think we do. I can't remember. Actually,
Well,
no,
then against
go
Leona in itself, even if she's opening E, you have the Q, so she can't commit to you. But okay, the lane's not being shoved as fast as it could. It's fine though. The assistant stuff on two mid.
So I should be just ordering minions at this stage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You should have been autoing minions, not them, just to get the level 2 proc, because you also have the advantage from the jungle stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you just get the level 2 proc. You instantly move into them with the snare and the black shield. You're not going to get pull. You're just going to get snare and black shield, so that the trade just there's no way from them to out trade black shield. Okay, and then as that level 2 proc happened, you should already be moving into them.
Okay.
So as the level up's getting, like, just watch your XP bar, you know what I mean? And then as the minion is gonna die, you should be positioning as the minion dies.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so I was just waiting to see, like, how long you'd wait on this angling. So, okay, now if Leona commits to you in this vicinity, right? Nothing. She can't do anything off it because her minions are innately angled at the top left, right?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be dash dancing, and you know what that term means?
Yeah.
Okay, so you already know what dash dancing is. So like, if you're gonna be doing that, you should be doing it in the lower portion, because if she commits to you, then she's just screwed. There's nothing that you can do in terms of minion aggro or anything like that. Your minions would be of more benefit to you, and then Sivir's right here, and you guys easily just have the tower. And then if she commits onto you with Zenith, then you just lock her in place.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? And then Black Shield, and then you can chase through the bush, and because if they don't have anything wards in the brush, then you'll break minion aggro a few times.
All
for
right.
the duration of it. Okay?
Okay.
Now you should auto the back wave. Yep. Nice. Good. Good. Set it up. Nice. Okay. It's a good pull.
So against lane, should I be trying to shove the wave further, like push them, or just keep them in mid area?
Okay, so with the way that this lane dynamics work, right, is that Sivir's too short range to really do anything under a purple side tower, right? And Leona is she's a hybrid support in the sense that she can play babysit, but she can also go aggressive. So she has the utility to also go kill, but she also has the ability to just save and deny. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So in that sense, against a purple side, now if you have Caitlyn or you have Lucian itself, or you have something that can really abuse the angles under the purple side tower, yes, you can go aggressive, shove the lane, get them under the tower, use the pool, use the range to poke, and then you have to force them to decide. You have to give them an ultimatum. Do you reciprocate damage or do you get CS? Okay,
Yep.
And then on top of that, then you just have the Riverside warded at Dragon. There's a certain ward location that's actually really beneficial from defending against blue side buffs. Blue side buff ganks, and you can poke like that. But with the way that this lane dynamic works out, the fact that they have a Leona into a Morgana and then you're short range on Sivir, you want to you basically want them to come into you. You want to be freezing the lane right around here because they can't commit to you in any single way. And if their jungler doesn't have any sort of strong CC or anything like that, you want to be able to have the two brush reign, like in terms of control.
Yep.
Okay. So that ward goes down. You just time it. You didn't click on it to see if it was a 3-minute or 60-second, so that's not good.
All right.
Don't drop the now. Okay, so Rengar's running teleport, right?
I think he was running Ignite that game. I think I'll just double check it.
Okay, you can check. I completely skipped over the loading screen and stuff. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay.
He ran Ignite that game.
Okay, he ran Ignite. All right, let's talk hypothetically because it's incorrect to run Ignite if you're going to be playing in like a team environment and stuff. And I know he's your duo queue. You don't place the warden here. You place it further back in the brush just because it provides the same exact form of utility, except it gives more strength to his teleport.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Like right here also. So the dynamic of you having Black Shield and the Snare against Leona Zenith and her stun, and that Lucian can't really outdamage the Black Shield, you should be playing more aggressive with your auto attacks also because you have 3 mana potions. So you should be willing to trade the mana potions for lane control. Especially after this. Like after this like complete butcher of Lucian's HP. This is just silly. No, just walk into Lucian. Okay, Lucian should have just died. Okay, that's really bad. Alright, hold on. Just gonna go through this frame by frame.
Yep, sure.
Okay, so when this happens... Oh, why isn't it pausing? Ah, it doesn't know. Okay. So now let's go into Foresight, because Foresight's important. You should always be thinking like 15 seconds into the future in a 2v2 dynamic. Okay, so if you can predict that Leona will go for the Zenith onto... Sivir. Okay, you need to be standing here because now what's Lucian's movements? He has a few. He can either walk straight, he can walk like this, okay, but he can't do this. Like this is not possible. Okay, and then he could try to walk up and maybe throw a W. So this is like situational, but that's not very ideal. So because of this, you have to then reverse engineer and think how do you respond to this line and how do you respond to this line? Okay.
Yep.
So if you want to respond to the first line and you're standing here, then you just move up even further and you basically counter his positioning here.
Okay.
Okay? And if he comes up for this, then you'd move up, but then you'd DI left in front of Leona and you'd interrupt her movement, and then you can attack him from an angle. Okay, and you just get in front. And then because like he's so low on HP and Leona would be committed if, everything's going down and stuff, you can just trade the exhaust for their flash. That's a superior trade. Okay, so you go, okay, I trade exhaust, and you give me flash. So you're trading a knight for a queen, in terms of a chess analogy. Okay, does that make sense? I don't know if you play chess, but hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay, good. Like, if you were, like, so we freeze again, okay? And if you're standing here instead of here, okay, and Sivir just has to stand still. Like, Leona can't actually kill her. Like, this is a joke. Like, I don't even know why she's, like, going backwards. If you're standing here and you hit that stun onto him and you move into him and you put the exhaust down, then Sivir can just begin chunking this. And I always say that between levels 1 through 5, if you have 4 or greater minions that are able to generate aggro onto the opponent, you basically have an extra spell in terms of damage.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have a hidden spell right now. So, also, there's no way that the jungler can be coming. There's absolutely just no way. Not with how Lucian's moving backwards and not how with Leon just played this out. So you don't have to be afraid of Master Yi or anything like that. Okay? So if you're standing, again, you're standing here at this big X, and you land the snare onto him. You move into him as close as possible while auto attacking during the animation. So like you move in, you auto here, you move in, you auto like here, and then you're on top of him and you follow with the exhaust. He's gonna flash to like here. And you can walk to, like, here before turning on Leona, who at this point should be right around here.
Okay.
Okay? And then Sivir should also be right around here, and then you can just interrupt movement.
Alright.
Alright? Does that all make sense? Do you have any questions on this?
No.
Okay, so this is a complete mechanical butcher. This should not happen. Alright?
Okay.
Alright. Go. And now again, like you're so high on HP, and you have blue pots, and you have like you also have the mastery that gives you the extra HP and the extra mana, so you don't have to be this afraid. You're playing too afraid.
Okay. All right.
And then again, just remember the knight for the queen analogy. If you can trade exhaust for flash, do it, because the cooldown.
Okay.
Oof, Sivir. The Sivir's movements aren't the greatest, but it's okay. Yep, you need to be standing in front of the minions while she CS's if she's under pressure like that. And yep, you can just both recall. So this is fine. Okay.
Do you think I should have gone for the upgraded thing, or should have just gone straight for Sidestone instead?
You can go for the upgraded thing, and this, because it's a Master Yi jungle.
Alright.
Against, like, someone that has more potency for ganks, and, like, if you don't have Black Shield, like, if, like, you have to factor in the fact that you have Black Shield, so you have gank denial, in a sense, just because it basically says F you to, you know, CC and stuff. But, like, if the jungler has a lot of potency, like a Lee Sin, or, like, an Elise, or, like, you know, something of that nature, then you can go for Sightstone, if you're, like, not Morgana. Because I want to, like, instruct you on stuff that's not just applicable to Morgana. That was terrible. I don't know why she didn't deny Leona's.
Yeah.
That was... Okay. So, again, here comes an inefficient ward. Like... Oh, okay, it's pink. Never mind. Okay, okay. I thought you were just going to use the trinket, sorry.
That's alright.
But now, okay, so something that I will say is if that was your plan to use the pink ward, right, we know that there was absolutely no way there could be a ward in that brush because we had full vision on Leona and we had full vision on Lucian. There's no way for a ward to be in there, okay? So you shouldn't want to show that you have a pink ward because now they know it's missing, right? So they know it's in one of the bushes, so now they can hunt for it.
So I should have come from golems.
You should have come from golems, right,
Yep.
Correct. Okay. So now that also is inefficient ward timing. Lucian's not even here. You know what I mean?
Right.
If Master Yi is coming or anything like that, it doesn't make any sense. You're wasting 15 seconds on that ward.
Okay.
Master Yi is mid. Master Yi just died. Okay. Yeah, you need to be more aggressive, especially with the dynamic of this lane. You're not positioning or moving as far up as you should be.
Okay.
With Black Shield and the fact that if she does Zenith onto you, you alt E, you alt Black Shield, so like it's insta self cast, and then you just you Q on top of yourself and it hits her, and she's like, what does she do? Okay, so now she's on cooldown. What's the cooldown of Zenith Blade? If you don't know it off the top of your head, that's an issue. So like in the loading screen, okay, you can even do this like if you're playing at offline events or something. You open up Google, you type in the opponent's cooldown, like you type in the opponent that you're playing against. You just look at their cooldowns and you have it on the screen, and you just memorize it to yourself. Okay. So if you don't know that cooldown, then that's an issue because this doesn't just apply to Leona. It applies to Blitzcrank Crabs, Thresh's Hook, Thresh's Flay. You know everything. You always need to have these numbers memorized. Okay. And when Zenith Blade's off cooldown like that, and the fact that, like, Master Yi, there's no way for him to do anything. Even though she's 6, it doesn't matter. Like, as she casts Solar Flare, you just cast Black Shield and you laugh. Okay, so she missed again, so you need to walk into them and punish.
Okay.
Nice.
I think I ended up missing, yeah, it's bad. And I lose my pink ward for it.
Yep. You should actually just let her hit Zenith. You know what I mean? Like, Okay,
Yeah.
that was good. You should just let her hit it and then hit the snare. That's like way greater.
So if she goes and tries to snare Leona and then just sort of kite back hit, or should I be just trying to get Lucian instead? Like if Leona goes in, just turn for Lucian and just try and snare him and
You
burst him.
if Leona goes in and she commits to going in, then you can just snare Leona and then you just zone out Lucian with the pool and stuff.
I wasn't really sure if I should be here or not because I wanted to get level 6.
Nope.
Because I
You
saw
don't have
Sivir
to be.
was. Alright.
You should stay to have your level 6 against Leona's level 6. Because she's going to come back with BF Sword and then you can double ulti. So that should be your thought process right now.
Alright.
And on top of that, with Lee Sin synergizing, so one thing that you're not doing is, like, you didn't tell Lee Sin you were about to be 6. I mean, thankfully he's already here. Maybe he has, like, a rough idea of it, but you need to talk about shit like that. I just walk in. Okay. Now, also, something that I talk about in other videos and stuff is when you can do your most obnoxious form of CC before your long-range CC, you should always do that first. So
Okay.
here, you do this snare first, okay? But that's not the most obnoxious. The most obnoxious is your ult.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you move in and you do your ult first, it creates the slow, and then if you proc that and they get stunned and then you hit the snare, that's way greater than hitting the snare and then doing the ult.
Yep.
Okay? Wait for Master Yi. In that case, if you're going to go down or whatever. Now, also, one thing that you didn't do is you didn't pop a health potion as soon as the fight started. But if you're going to go down in that fight, yes, you can cast Black Shield. Now, you're definitely going down. So just cast Black Shield onto one of your teammates, not yourself, and then just cast the pool onto everyone so that you're guaranteed an assist if any kills go down.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, now, what's the point of that word?
Yeah, there's probably no point.
There's no point. It's inefficient, right? You don't need to. You don't even need to check Dragon either, because if they were gonna do Dragon, Aurelia would have gone.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So just think inside of their minds to help benefit yourself.
Alright.
You know? Alright. Now he's going. He's just going to solo it. So now write down the timer. The other thing that you can do, okay, is literally, because they do this in Korea, alright? Anytime you see a summoner go off, even if you don't, like, you can't do it on the fly, you need to type that into chat.
Okay.
The cooldown on it. That's like part of your role as support, and it's also part of the jungler's role if he does it inside of a gank.
Alright.
Multiple pings going down. Okay. So now as soon as Orianna hits Tribrush, like, area, you need to just go in and all. Like, you can do that right now. Okay, so, again, this comes back to you should have done your most obnoxious form of CC first.
Yep.
It's fine. Get the kill. Yep. Get the kill. Now spam ping onto bot turret. Okay. LeBlanc shows up mid. Aurelia shows up top. There's absolutely no reason to ward. You should go forward and put a pool onto the wave.
Alright.
So you get the wave and you get it all clumped up for Sivir and stuff, right? Now you guys can keep pushing. And now you can recall and stuff. Okay, not recalling here is bad, because then you guys, if you do elect to rotate mid, then you're behind on itemization. So even though you guys have a temporary lead, you enable the chance for them to turn it around due to superiority in terms of itemization and also rotation timing.
Alright.
Also, always have a ward over the dead tower in mid, because that's so important. And there's a certain spot that you're supposed to ward additionally. Okay. Okay, so here. Now, is exhaust needed here?
Sorry?
Is exhaust needed?
Probably not. They probably could have secured him without it.
Right. So don't use it. Because you have Oriana's ball that can speed you up, and then your snare would just come up. It would probably end up being very close to a max range snare, but due to the like geometry of like the jungle, there's no way for her to get away.
Okay.
Considering the hitbox. Okay. So you get red. You need to really recall. Like this is really inefficient. Since we're on that screen, I'll just give you the little. Okay, so here. See mid?
Yep.
Like this little, sorry. Oh. This little vicinity in between this flower, this flower, this flower, this flower. A ward in this spot. Okay, so that it sees here, and it sees here.
Okay.
Okay? If you ward too far this way and this is dark, that's not good. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
So you have to get these spots correct, and then also like word time. You have to memorize all the correct word spots. Obviously, don't make it a habit because then teams can use it against you. But yeah.
Okay.
All right, go. Okay, now here's a question: why go Mumbo Boots?
Thinking for the snares, but I've been doing it more habitually recently as opposed to thinking about actually why I should be going for it.
Okay, so you don't need Mumbo Boots with this team comp, specifically because Oriana's ball is a speed up enough. And then on top of that, you'll have the slow from Frostfang, and they do not. All of their champions are heavy engage. They have Master Yi who Qs onto you. You have Aurelia who jumps onto you. You have Leona who jumps onto you. You have LeBlanc who has to jump onto you.
All right.
You don't need to run in. You know what I mean? You don't need to run into them, because if they're
Okay.
gonna commit, they're gonna commit.
All right. What sort
So
of
you
boost
just-
would you recommend instead?
Against this team comp, you can either get Tabi or Merc Treads.
All right.
Probably Tabi. Okay. They did have all, and then Rengar has the bush. Okay. All right. So here, what do you think you should do? LeBlanc doesn't have flash. Okay. What do you think that you should do?
I think when I drop the ward CM, I should flash over because
Yeah,
the flash
absolutely.
and maybe drop an ult.
Yep. So you'll flash to here, you'll move up to here, and then you'll ult, and you'll chain tether.
Yep.
Guaranteed dead. If she doesn't go over here immediately, this will get the W out of her or whatever. Like, it'll get her to get the fuck out of here. But Yi will be tethered. This is guaranteed dead. And you'll probably get the lock onto Yi. And then if Oriana can throw the ball onto Rengar, and then Rengar can jump onto Yi somewhere in that brush, like once he can get the leap off, you'll kill him in about 20 seconds into the future, and then off of that, Lee Sin and Sivir, after they complete red, they can go up to mid. You guys can shove mid, you guys kill mid, and then you can rotate down. You can take Wraiths, you can take Wolves, you can rotate down, send one person bot, Rengar goes back to top to shove, you just keep all the lanes shoved, one person shoves bottom, upward, and yeah, rotate, recall, etc. Okay?
All right.
And you can communicate that to Rengar, obviously. And then also some things that I'm going to be telling you are specific to 5v5 and not... So you end up... Okay, so you guys end up getting all the kills. It could have happened sooner.
Yep. I think we lose, or even not.
No. Okay. That's game. Rengar should have just gone back in with Black Shield. You should have said that to him. He's your duo.
Yeah.
You should have just told him I have Black Shield. It's okay. Okay, so now, yep, just Black Shield. Okay, you could have Black Shielded the damage. Tanked a little bit, gotten 2 hits off, and then you guys could have ricocheted and killed everything. So just sort of maximize some efficiency by like maybe 4 or 5 in-game seconds, but that can be huge. Because if you don't kill this tower and you're forced to recall or something right now by 4 or 5 seconds, then yeah, see, okay. Because okay, so you could have had the tower. You may still get it because LeBlanc and Leon's error, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yep, yeah.
Okay. And now again, what do you have to be thinking of? Where is the most efficient warding in consideration to the timers and in consideration to who is dead?
Well, with Dragon coming up, I probably should have left a ward probably behind me in the further brush, I think. And then just warding up Dragon area and getting ready for Drag.
Yep. Now, your trinket was about to be up, but you elected to pink ward that brush.
Alright, so I should have saved my pink.
Should have saved the pink. Right.
Yeah.
Just ping, 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 ping. So you should be spam pinging them.
Alright.
Yep, eat the calling. Okay, good. Okay. Sping like 10 seconds into the future. You need to speak with pings. You're not doing that enough.
Okay.
Just get out. You should tell your friend to rotate down to Dragon. Dragon's about to be up, and then you trinket it. Now, okay, so you just, let's just show you something. I did this in another video, but I'll go over it with you right now as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so, so we, so here's the radius. I'm not the best artist. Okay,
That's
so,
alright.
like, now, we know that they have not been here in quite some time, right?
Yeah.
And if they were here, they're definitely not walking, like, to where Lee Sin is to place a ward inside of Dragon. They're also probably not placing it in between the two fence posts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
in between where Lee Sin's standing. If there is a ward, where's it going to be?
Probably further back towards
Probably, like,
their blue buff. Yeah.
Here. You can place this ward trinket like this.
Yeah.
Okay? And it maximizes greater efficiency, and then you also have the vision from your pink. So you want to view it like a Venn diagram, sort of, right? Now you know this area can't have a ward. So this is part of the Venn diagram. Come over here, this is a Venn diagram. So where's the only place left to complete?
Yeah, just up there.
Right here, right.
Yeah, it's really a bit unsafe. I suppose we had vision of them in mid.
You guys are just sitting here.
Yeah, that's why we're waiting.
It's fine, just give them Black Shield. Because you're recalling after this anyway, so you just want to, you know? Like, they can't come because they have people dead. The lanes are shoving. They don't have any sort of vision control. You have superior ward coverage over blue. It doesn't make any sense. Just spam your abilities and kill it faster.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Recall. And again, time all the timers in the future. Okay, you get frost rings. What's something that you could do that Lee Sin and Rengar can't? Now, I know that you're getting Zhonya's. I completely understand. But is there something greater that just it completely puts the hurt on the enemy team? Zhonya's, it just makes it so that your kill potential is greater, right? But how do you secure a game? How do you close out a game? You take away opportunity for chance to meet opportunity.
All right.
Okay, for luck, because the definition of luck is chance meets opportunity.
Yeah.
right? So you take away, you reduce the ability of chance and opportunity, the greatest that you possibly can. So how do you do that against this team comp? Now, do they have 3 champions, or do they have 2 champions with less than 500 attack or 550 or less attack range?
What are the teams?
They have
Yeah.
Yi.
They've only got LeBlanc and sorry, they've only got the only two range champions are LeBlanc and Lucian, so three
Okay.
AD champions. Yeah.
Okay. They have Lucian, all right, he's not like low range, but he's not the highest. They have Leona, they have Yi, they have Aurelia. How many of those champions are periodic attack damage? Are they periodic or are they burst damage? Example of burst damage: Zed, Kha'Zix, Rengar, Yasuo. You know what I mean? Or are they periodic? Master Yi, Tryndamere, Aurelia, Jax.
Oh, they're burst damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not burst. They're periodic. So because of that, what can you do to basically how do you win? Let's go completely out of another game. If you're like playing chess or something, or you're really far ahead in like StarCraft, you're really far ahead in another game. What's the easiest way to just secure a choke? Like this even goes into warfare. You get stronger defense.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't get a stronger offense. Like, yes, there's the quote, like, the best defense is a strong offense, but you just get stronger offense so that they can't even penetrate you. They can't even put a dent into you. Even if they get lucky, like, they get the best possible situation that could ever arise for them, it's just a dent. It's not a killing blow. You know what I mean?
All right.
Because you have such strong defense. So in that sense, because of the conditions that are met inside of this game, about their range and the fact that they're all periodic, you just get Frozen Heart, not Zhonya's.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
And that just
fair.
puts such a huge fucking hurt on them. It's, like, not even funny.
All right.
Okay?
Sweet.
Because that means even if they do get, like, an opportunistic situation that is normally ideal, they walk into you guys in what would be an opportunistic situation, and your Zhonya's may not be, like, the changing factor, because Zhonya's is a kill potential thing. It's, like, for diving and securing the game out.
Yeah.
The Frozen Heart grants you safety, and it protects your team.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Don't think so aggressive. Always be thinking defensive and safe and methodical.
All right.
And I say this even more because Rengar and Lee Sin just actually simply cannot be asked to get that. Now, okay, if you can ever close the gap, so here, I'm going over this in layman's terms, but I'll go over again.
Yeah. Shouldn't have snared, gone and altered, or used my my active on the Frostfang and altered and then forced the jump and then snared or something like that.
Okay. What is the furthest gap that you can close before she begins to get out of range in terms of tower?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Like, okay, so how far can Aurelia walk before colliding with you, before she enters tower range? Do you know what I mean? You have to factor this in.
Yeah.
So you need to walk to maximum distance before you throw your snare to maximize efficiency. Okay?
All right. And I should have tried to.
Because on top of that, they will try to do stuff like that. They'll try to juke it, and then by juking it and you purposely delay throwing it, then you're hurting them even more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you're like laughing at them like a mouse or something. They're like, I'm not throwing it yet. You know, like it's just like obnoxious. And then this was just butchered.
Yeah, I should have backed out earlier when I saw Rengar was stalling. Yep.
Well, like Lee Sin and Sivir being bot, this is like terrible. These rotations don't make any sense. Okay. And then the other thing, of course, with the Frozen Heart is it does grant you the CDR and stuff. So.
Yep.
Okay. So let's skip forward while you're dead. And then again, you didn't write any timers with that death.
All right.
You can just throw your Q. Yep. You needed to put the black shield on him earlier.
All right.
Just go in. Now, you need to hold Baron. Baron's so low. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this is terrible. Like,
Should have held
And when I say
Baron.
that, when I say that, I don't mean it insultingly. I'm just saying like
Yeah,
there's so
that's
many
fair.
butchers like going on. Okay, look at Baron. Fuck.
Yeah, it's nearly dead.
I'm trying to get its HP. I'm sorry. Hold on.
That's alright.
You see your HP. Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like, can your teammates clean this up?
Yeah, it's a
Absolutely.
Rengar could easily.
Right.
Yeah.
Just press R, like right now, to guarantee the assist on everything, and then you need to just hold it because your teammates will clean it up. Rengar going for Aurelia, like, it's okay. It's a little bit risky in terms of like securing Baron as well. Now you're gonna secure Baron, but now it's slower. Like you would be really low on HP, but that would be fine because Baron would die like right now. And then you can rotate mid, and you can probably cap mid tower before they're even able to contest it or anything. And Sivir decides that going to red is a great choice right now. So that's wonderful. Okay. And so now, like you're not tabbing, you're not looking at items, you're not, you know.
Yeah.
That's all shit that you have to be doing right now because it's all information that can be used. So then you get the Zonias, and then, yep. Okay. Now, what do you guys need to do?
Probably siege either top or bot.
Right.
Most likely bot.
Bot, right, correct. And you need to siege as a 5-man. You cannot do a 104 or a 401 or 140 or anything like that. And that's because their team promotes individual fighting. Like Aurelia, yeah, sure, give me a 1v1. Master Yi, yeah, give me a 1v1. LeBlanc, give me a 1v1. Like, you know what I mean? So you don't want to do that. Your team benefits from 5v5 right now. Even though you actually have a split pusher like Rengar on your team, it doesn't matter because Rengar can't be played like that right now. You just need to give him Black Shield.
But yeah, he doesn't have teleport either, so
yeah,
it's not worth the push.
Yep. Wait for this. Yep, you can throw the pull down.
I probably should have been further up as well. My positioning was a bit off.
Yep. You guys don't need to back off so far. You should be staying at like white right now, just to basically constantly apply pressure and contest that bush at top right. Yep. So you guys just need to yep. As soon as that hit, okay, like that whatchamacallit, alright, now because you have Zonias, as soon as that snare hit, we're just gonna go back because this is game. You had game. Okay, so when that hits, okay, you need to spam ping, okay? You cast Black Shield onto Rengar, okay? You need to spam ping, and you need to have, like, not DI'd left or whatever. You need to be standing here. You flash forward, okay? You do the frost, well, you don't have it, never mind. You don't have to do it, but you flash forward, and you cast your ultimate, and you cast, like, exhaust onto someone.
Yep.
Okay.
Just hold them there.
And you just hold them, and you kill them, and then Rengar with his, his ult plus the ball speed and everything, Lee Sin can follow up onto Rengar with the W. Like, there's so much room for play. You kill even one of them, the tower goes down, the inhib goes down, you rotate down to Dragon. You get it. Okay?
Yep.
You get Dragon, you all rotate down left because the tower's still up, you shove mid forward until the dead tower, you all recall, one person goes top, 4 people go mid, you have bot lane shoving, so in approximately 2.5 minutes, it's going to be at the Nexus or so. And then someone keeps shoving top to top. You shove to mid inhib, but not the tower. You do not contest it. You fall back through red side jungle, superior warding, and then you get this.
Yep.
Okay. Like, this should have already been happening. Yeah. It's much more sloppy now. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you would have had the same outcome, except they wouldn't even have these 2 Nexus towers. It's okay. Oh, what? Why didn't you queue? Okay. That was just mechanical error.
Yep.
Okay, now you go and get dragon. Yep. Skip forward a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay. Angar hits that. Nice, nice. The ult's good. Good call. Now what are you gonna get? You're gonna get red or ruby. Yeah, ruby sandstone. Okay, good.
Oops, I accidentally sold it. Yeah, I remember saying that. Because I get the cooldown now on it.
Oh, nice. You're getting frozen heart. Okay.
Wasn't sure otherwise if I should go for Aegis as well as a possibility.
You can go for
the
Aegis. Yep. You can go for Aegis after frozen. That can be your final item. Because then it's too much. You know what I mean? Like, so,
Yeah.
okay, instead of having Zonia's, if you went Frozen Heart and then you went Aegis, so much greater than Zonia's.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you wouldn't have had that dive possibility without the Zonias there. Like, I mean, you do, but you would die, but you would have achieved the same objective. But what you would have is you would have a stronger push. Like, the siege would be way stronger. They would have no chance to engage onto you and stuff. And if they do try to immediately reciprocate under tower, they're getting hit so hard with, like, damage reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you should just tank bottom tower with Black Shield. No, that's wrong. There's no reason to move out like this. You could have just walked down because of the way that they were angled and zoned out, and you could have just ripped it with Black Shield plus Oriana Shield.
Alright. Alright, Black Shield really late there.
Yep.
He dies. I think there, because they didn't have Yi, I could have actually tried to force them. I hold them there with ult and Zonias, but
Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so when this happens, right? You just flash forward and you cast ult. Because it's obvious that he's going down, but you want to create this really, like, annoying shit on everyone.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just helping out your team. Like, you're gonna go down too, but maybe Lee Sin can live. And then when it's guaranteed that you're gonna die, just cast all your spells, because the death timer, and then by the time you arrive back to lane or something, unless, like, your cooldown's, like, 100 seconds or something, if it's, like, less than 80, then just cast everything. Except for your summoners. You move forward while you're dead. And now all that you guys have to do is, one last Baron, shove mid while the bottom's shoving and whatever. It was a little late. It's okay.
Yeah.
Pull it. I would have pulled it instead of using Q.
Yeah.
Pull's instantaneous. The Q's not. That's not wrong. That's not good by him. Okay. I mean, he gets the kill, but ulting like that doesn't make any sense.
Just too over the place.
The game is very over. Like, you should Black Shield him also. Okay. And now you just I mean, getting Baron solidifies the win. It basically takes away all opportunity, because their only chance to win right now is a reverse ace plus Baron plus 2 towers to bring them back with both inhibs respawned or something. So you need to just take away, like, suffocate. Yep, and now you kill the last inhib to guarantee the 7v5. just push out and you end the game. Yep. Stay with your team. And as soon as Yi alpha strikes, or LeBlanc goes for an all-in on someone, you just need to exhaust. Okay, well, it seems like he's dead. Yep. Don't throw your Qs so premature. Wait until someone's committed.
Alright.
You're using it offensively when you should be using it defensively, because their team is all about diving.
Okay.
So it's guaranteed to hit that way. I mean, if you guys are chasing for a kill, then yes, use it offensively and stuff, but... Okay. You guys just end the game. Okay. Alright, any questions or anything?
Not really. I mean, I was just worried about the laning phase and stuff. Like, I see what you're saying now, but I sort of do need to be further pushed up because I do, yeah, just because I'm not. I was wondering, like, even just with other support matchup, other like sort of bot lane matchups, how aggressive should I be with my Morgana positioning?
Yeah, like it depends on all the matchups. I can type that to you in Skype, and then we can also go over that with your duo. I would prefer to have the duo, your AD carry, in the call for that, because that's important information that he should also just be getting. So we can do that with him, and then also when we have your duo, we can be much more nitty gritty on your mechanics.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Because then there's two people that I can scold in terms of error. Okay.
Sweet.
Any final questions? I will go over runes and masteries and stuff with you on Skype right after.
Sure.
Okay.
No, that sounds about right.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
All right, man. I will. All right.
Thanks,
I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
Yep. Bye.